Now, I'd like to welcome and invite Mesa City Clerk Holly Mosley to join me on stage to begin the swearing-in portion of the program. Each council member will be sworn in by Ms. Mosley, followed by an opportunity to provide brief remarks. We'll begin with the swearing-in of Rich Adams. Mr. Adams, could you please join us on the stage? Councilmember-elect Adams is joined this evening by his partner in life, Karen Johnson, his son, Richard Adams III, and his grandson, Jackson Adams. He and Karen have 5 children and 4 grandchildren between them. Rich Adams' family came to Mesa in 1963. Prior to being elected to the Mesa City Council, Rich Adams served as and chaired many boards, including Mesa's Economic Development Board and Planning and Zoning Board, the Visit Mesa Board, Mesa United Way, and the Falcon Area Visioning Commission. His commitment to serving Mesa as a dedicated volunteer was recognized in 2019 when he was named Mesa Man of the Year, and again in 2021 when he received the Citizen Leadership Award from the International Economic Development Council. Professionally, Rich Adams has over 40 years of experience in business management and commercial credit management. In addition to serving as council member for District 1, Mr. Adams will continue as president and CEO of a regional trade organization he founded. He is focused on Mesa's quality of life, public safety, and fiscal responsibility, and his great history of being involved in the community, combined with his experience, will serve him well as a council member. We'll now begin the swearing in.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Rich Adams, do solemnly swear
I, Rich Adams, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona,
and the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and defend them against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and defend them against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge the duties of the office of Council Member District 1
discharge the duties of the office of Council Member District 1
of the City of Mesa, Arizona,
of the City of Mesa, Arizona,
according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you.
I made my remarks on the printer in 16-point type, and unfortunately, I still need the glasses, so we'll go with that. Oh, I'm sorry, I should have gone to the table.
Official, yes. It's okay. You're the first.
Okay,
And then in the back.
okay. Thank you.
Now it's official.
All right. You know, as a Westwood Warrior, class of 76, my hat is off to that Mesa High chorus. They were just wonderful. Well, thank you, Mayor Giles, and congratulations on 10 years of service, and thank you for appointing me to the Economic Development Board, I believe 3 times. I appreciate that opportunity of service. You know, the oath I just had the privilege of taking, to me, is a call to service. Call to preserve, protect, and defend the values of the community that has given me so much since I grew up here as a boy. The Bible my grandson Jackson held is much like the Bible my father carried throughout World War II in Korea. The watch I wear is my grandfather's, later passed on to my dad by him. Those men stand with us here in spirit. One day that watch will pass to my son and one of my grandsons. And it's not digital, Jackson. Many people to whom I am indebted. If I thanked every one of them, we'd be here all night. So if I miss someone, I apologize. It's not intentional. Please know, I didn't get here alone. I didn't get here alone by my own gifts or devices. I have my mom and dad to thank. They taught me the values that only those members of that greatest generation could have taught. I've been shaped and influenced not of self-will, but of the grace of the Almighty and the many good teachers, friends, and colleagues I have had the privilege to know. First, to the voters of District 1, thank you for entrusting me with so important a task. To you, I commit my fullest measure of service. Of you, all I ask is that you hold me accountable and that you let me know how we can serve you better. In addition to Karen, my son Richard and grandson Jackson here on stage in the audience are my daughter Shauna and her partner Dave Wilson, my daughter Casey and granddaughters Lainey and Kinsey, daughter-in-law Jenny, who may be outside with grandson Teddy. I consider Jenny one of my own. And Karen, by the way, refers to Teddy as Teddy Graham. I owe so much to Karen Johnson, my best friend, partner, and companion in this journey of our life together. If you're familiar with Cody Johnson's recent song, The Painter, she is my painter. I would not be standing here today without her in my life. To my friends here today, thank you. There are many here. I don't have time to thank you all, but there are some I will call out. Kevin Thompson, a trusted advisor. Kevin's always ready to offer an objective opinion. My friend Kevin reminded me that Abraham Lincoln said many years ago, if you want to test a man's character, give him power. I will endeavor to pass that test, and I trust he will remind me if I fail. To Ira Schwartzwald, my friend of over 30 years, I know I need to listen when Ira begins, Rich, let's be realistic. He's always been there when I needed good advice, a listening ear, or to help me take down 70-some 4x4 campaign signs. To John Shannon, a wise man and my voice of conscience who keeps me grounded in the important principles I try to live by daily. To Jim Reed, a man who has stood by me in the darkest of times and circumstances, Jim always offers sound and bluntly honest advice, even if I don't want to hear it. Jim became an attorney for one of the best reasons there is. He wanted to help people. I'd like to thank and congratulate our new mayor, Mark Freeman. He's passing District 1 to me in great shape. Thank you. I look forward to working with our city manager, Chris Brady. I'd like to thank Tim Meyer. We first met as primary opponents. As I've come to know him, I admire his principles and commitment to Mesa. Thank you, sir, for your support. And to my son, a man of strong ethics and character, a good father and good husband to Jenny, a Mesa entrepreneur. It is truly a blessed day when your son becomes one of those men you look up to and admire for his character. I am so blessed. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Don Hossack, who back in 1980 planted the seeds of service above self through the rotary four-way test that hung on the wall of his office. These men have and will keep me real, and they will call me out if I forget to stay focused on humility, honesty, and service above self. These men will hold me accountable, and I'm blessed to know them. I'm grateful to the Mesa Chamber, the Mesa Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 9, and the United Mesa Firefighters Local 2260, representing Mesa businesses and members of the finest public safety and law enforcement organizations I know of. I appreciated their support, and I will not forget it. I ran on the values of fiscal responsibility, support for public safety, quality of life, support for Mesa businesses, and keeping the city in its lane. These are among my priorities, and they remain so. Mesa gave me so much as a boy growing up here and starting a family and business here. My son has been able to do the same. I want to make certain Jackson and all Mesa kids of his generation have that same opportunity and quality of life. I look forward to working with my colleagues on council. They're great people. I think good people can see issues and policies through different lenses. Things can become contentious when people feel strongly about causes and issues. As I step into my new role as District 1's public servant, I do so with respect for the opinions and experience of my colleagues. I look forward to learning from them. No doubt my colleagues and I will debate issues as they come before us. Debate is a cornerstone of American democracy. I look forward to working with and learning from my colleagues on council as we reason together through issues, as my good friend Paul Gilbert would say, to find the best path for Mesa. Thank you again for this opportunity, and I will endeavor to not let you down. Thank you.
Thank you,